Hello. In this video, we are going to discuss your rights and responsibilities while you are studying at ASU. As laws and the enforcement of laws may be different between your home country and the US, we want to highlight key information to help prepare you for a successful semester or year at ASU. First, we want to discuss some items within the US Constitution that may impact you while studying in the US. We realize that most countries have freedom of speech, just as we do in the US. As ASU is a public university on public land, you may see people not related to ASU who come to speak on campus. They may be promoting their religious or political ideologies. For instance, we have had people protesting against abortion or indicating that you will go to hell if you wear yoga pants. Please understand that messages from these individuals, groups, or even student groups are not necessarily endorsed by ASU, but ASU will support the group or individual's right to freedom of speech on this public campus. ASU has staff who survey these situations to ensure that they do not become contentious. We encourage you to not engage with these speakers on campus. As with any country, the US has many political ideologies and differences in opinion. Sometimes this may create additional tensions in discussions, or it may result in demonstrators or protests to promote these ideologies. Although we understand you have your own perspective that you may want to share with others, please avoid doing so at any protests or demonstrations, whether at ASU or elsewhere. This is for your safety. The next constitutional right that you may witness while in the US is the right to bear arms. Although individuals in the US are allowed to purchase guns and, in most states, carry those guns with them in public, no weapons are permitted on campus or in ASU housing. If you do see a weapon on campus, please notify the police immediately. In addition, as you are here on a visa, you may not purchase any weapons while in the US. Do not visit a local firing range either. You do not want to risk deportation due to a connection with a weapon. Next, let's talk about some local laws and policies that are important to follow. First, even though drinking is likely legal in your home country before age 21, you cannot drink alcohol legally in the US until you are 21 years of age. There are hefty fines associated with an underage drinking ticket. In addition, the university will require you to pay for and complete an alcohol safety course. ASU is a dry campus. This means no alcohol is allowed on campus, even if you are over 21. If you live in the residence halls, you may not have alcohol in your residence, regardless of age. Lastly, you may not drink alcohol in a car, even if you are of legal drinking age and not driving. Any open alcohol in a car will result in a ticket. Tobacco laws in the US are also pretty strict. Most places are non-smoking, including ASU's campus. This means if you smoke, you will need to go to the edge of campus to do so, as you are not allowed to smoke on campus grounds. In addition, you must be 21 years old to purchase tobacco. Although marijuana is currently legal in the state of Arizona, it is not a legal drug at the federal level. As you are in the US on a federal visa, you need to follow federal law. Use of marijuana or any other illegal substances can result in deportation. Do not use illegal drugs. Now, for some lighter topics, walking. As ASU is a very large university with thousands of students, it has implemented walk-only zones to keep students safe from injury. The busiest parts of campus will have signage indicating where you must walk your bike or skateboard during certain hours of the day. There are people staffed at these locations who will issue you a ticket if you do not follow the walk-only policy. Please note that the walk-only policy does not apply to individuals using wheels for accessibility due to a disability. The following two items we want to highlight based on previous student incidents that have occurred recently. Jaywalking is illegal in the US. Although this is a law in many countries, the difference here is that being issued a ticket for jaywalking frequently occurs. ASU takes jaywalking very seriously and will ticket you on your first offense due to the high volume of traffic and the safety issues jaywalking causes. Be sure to use crosswalks. In addition, Property damage or vandalism is also taken seriously. We have experienced students receiving tickets, fines, and even being required to appear in court for damage caused by irresponsible behavior, such as jumping in an elevator or hitting a car when upset and causing property damage. Please show respect to your surroundings and understand that property damage is taken very seriously. Now, let's talk about U.S. Department reporting. It is ASU's responsibility to report any significant incidents to the U.S. Department of State. This would include any situation in which you break the law. If you break the law, our office will report the incident to the U.S. Department of State. You will be held to any citations or jail time associated with the incident if you are officially charged by a U.S. court. And we will also report the incident to the ASU Dean of Students office. Some examples of this could include drinking underage, illegal drug use, vandalism charges, etc. In turn, if something illegal is done to you, we are here to support you. Contact our office as soon as possible so we can provide support and resources in coordination with the ASU Dean of Students office. We will also need to report the incident to the U.S. Department of State. While we hope this type of circumstance does not occur, please always remember that our office is here to assist in any unforeseen incidents. We hope this important information was helpful, and please feel free to contact us if you have any questions.